The Usyk vs. Fury rematch is set to be explosive, with Fury's fierce determination meeting Usyk's sharp precision. This fight is pure heavyweight drama. Meanwhile, boxing trainer Russ Anber confidently asserts that a focused and prepared Usyk will deliver another strong performance in the rematch.
What he said, and you see what he said? I don't care. I don't care. Me, I care what the mental state of my fighter is when we're in camp and when we go into the ring. I don't care what was said before. I don't care what you do at the weigh-in. I don't care about the stare down. I don't care about none of that stuff. I care that my guy's ready, that he's in shape, he's mentally prepared to do the 12 rounds the way we want him to do them, just like he did it the first time.
Russ Anber dives into the buzz surrounding the highly anticipated rematch between Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury. Right off the bat, Anber acknowledges the excitement that's brewing but doesn't get caught up in the media hype. He's clear that while the pre-fight talk and promotional antics are all part of the show to sell tickets, they don't hold much weight for him. What really matters is how prepared Usyk is mentally and physically when it's time to step into the ring. Anber recalls the first fight where many believed Fury had the upper hand due to his size and strength, but Usyk, despite being the underdog, pulled off a significant victory. Anber takes pride in this win, emphasizing that it came when it really counted, for the undisputed title. For him, that moment is what truly matters, winning when everyone doubted them. Anber notes that the delay left Usyk slightly off peak, impacting his performance in the first fight.
I don't think you saw the better version of Usyk. I think the Usyk that you would have seen on the originally scheduled date would have been a better version of Usyk. The second fight caused him to be a little stale, if you will, like he had been peaked, ready to go. I think you'd have seen a completely different Usyk, which you might see the Usyk this time around.
Anber also touches on how Usyk's ability to rise to the occasion in rematches has been proven before, like in his fights against Anthony Joshua. Anber is confident that just as Usyk elevated his game in the past, he's capable of doing it again in this upcoming bout against Fury. Moreover, Anber reflects on the timing of the first fight. He believes that if the fight had happened on its originally scheduled date, Usyk would have been even more formidable. The delay caused Usyk to become slightly stale, but Anber is optimistic that the rematch will bring out the best in his fighter. Furthermore, boxing manager and promoter Frank Warren claims that Tyson Fury's recent defeat has only fueled his fire, suggesting that this loss may have been the spark needed to unlock an even more dangerous version of Fury in the rematch.
He's a very competitive guy, and he trains conscientiously all the time. Well, he certainly has done in the second phase of his career, since he come back and become champion again, and up until the loss. He knows what he's got to do. He's a very sensible guy. It was a very close fight last time out. No matter what anybody says, that's what it was, a split decision.
Reflecting on their last fight, Warren describes it as exceptionally close. He notes that Fury had several moments where he could have seized victory, particularly in the 7th round. One critical aspect Warren highlights is the pivotal 7th round. He recalls that Fury appeared to be gaining momentum, with many believing he was close to knocking Usyk out. However, a significant punch to Fury's nose disrupted his rhythm and changed the fight's trajectory. Warren describes how this punch not only altered Fury's demeanor, but also led to a tough 9th round. Despite these challenges, Fury's resilience shone through, allowing him to win the final round and show his true fighting spirit. Frank Warren suggests that Tyson Fury's taunting is more than just showboating. It's a deliberate mental tactic designed to destabilize his opponents and exploit their weaknesses.
It's a valid point. He has always done it, and that's how he is. It's not just about fighting with it. It's also like a mental thing. And the end of that 7th round, and coming to the end of that 7th round, I generally felt, as did everybody around us, and they weren't all Tyson fans, by the way. There was some Usyk, but they all felt that he was getting to him, and there was a view that he could get him out in the next round. But
looking ahead, Warren is optimistic about the rematch. He believes that because both fighters now have a deep understanding of each other's tactics and capabilities, the upcoming bout will be even more thrilling and competitive. With their previous encounter setting a high bar, the rematch is expected to be a gripping clash between two of the top heavyweights in boxing today. Reflecting on the bout, boxing promoter Eddie Hearn expresses his view that Oleksandr Usyk is slightly favored in the upcoming rematch against Tyson Fury.
Went in the media. How do you see the rematch playing out when those two face off?
I think Usyk's a favourite in a rematch, but Tyson Fury can definitely win that fight. A lot depends on physically what that fight took out of both men.
Eddie Hearn discusses the aftermath of the first encounter between Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury, offering insights into how that intense fight could shape their upcoming rematch. Hearn notes that the first bout was physically taxing for both fighters. Known for his exceptional stamina and tactical precision, Usyk was visibly drained towards the end of fight, showcasing just how much effort he had to exert to secure his victory. On the other hand, Fury, despite his reputation for resilience, took some heavy hits. particularly during the 9th round, which left him battered and bruised. Hearn emphasizes that this kind of wear and tear can leave lasting effects, potentially influencing how each fighter approaches the rematch. He acknowledges Fury's undeniable talent and ability to adapt, but he also hints that the damage sustained in the first fight might make a difference in the second. Hearn subtly suggests that Usyk might have a slight edge going into the rematch, not because Fury lacks skill, but because the physical and mental demands of their first clash could favor the more calculated and possibly less worn Usyk. Moreover, former professional boxer Spencer Oliver is confident that Fury's desire to solidify his legacy will drive him to take on this challenging rematch.
But it's got him the fight, and good luck to him, because boxing is all about opportunity, and he's earned that, he's earned that opportunity by gatecrashing a press conference. But guess what, Ben Whittaker, class act, man. I was speaking to Ben and said, we've seen the flashy Ben Whittaker, we've seen the drunken master. What are we going to see this time? And he's like, yeah, you're going to see the surgeon this time. I'm going to go in there and I want to make an example of him, so it's good. The tension's built up, obviously. Ben Whittaker throwing the hand, giving him a slap, and he going at Whittaker. It was good, mate. I like it. It shows that the guys are up for it and it's edgy, but I think that Ben Whittaker, we're going to see a different side to him here. I think he's going to go out there and I think he's going to try and get rid of this guy. And this guy's going to try and take his opportunity and take it straight to him. Ezra will go straight at him. That could be his undoing.
Whilst we move on, Spencer, I did have to ask you about Fury Usyk 2, the rematch. A lot of opinions surrounding about it. I spoke to Johnny Nelson. He isn't actually too sure that it happens. Your overall opinion of this, I suppose, Fury coming off a loss, do you think this fight happens initially?
Yeah, I think the fight happens, definitely. I think the fight happens. I think that Fury will want to cement that legacy. That's what he's all about now. He's won all the belts. All right, he didn't win the Undisputed, and he probably won't get the chance to box for Undisputed again if he does make it to December the 21st. It's not about that for him. I think it's about modern eras, legacies, being known as one of the best heavyweights of all time. And to do that, he's got to go back and try and right the wrong of the last contest. He has to try and, get the rematch and turn the result around. So, yeah, I believe it happens. I think that Tyson Fury is that type of guy that he want to go down and be remembered as one of the greats. So he has to go and do that.
Spencer Oliver believes Tyson Fury has the ability to turn the tide in his rematch against Oleksandr Usyk. Reflecting on Fury boxing skills, Oliver added, of course, he's got the ability, he's got the attributes to be able to do that. He's got the boxing IQ. I think that he maybe underestimated Oleksandr Usyk and his strength, actually. And not just his boxing ability, but Usyk took the fight straight at him. And I think that took Fury by surprise. It took him 4 or 5 rounds to get into the fight, and that probably cost him the fight. He's got ability to do it. Oliver notes that in their previous fight, Fury may have underestimated Usyk's strength and determination. Usyk didn't just try to outbox Fury, he aggressively took the fight to him from the very beginning, which seemed to catch Fury off guard. To come out on top, Oliver suggests that Fury will need to dig deeper than he has in years, finding that extra something special that has been missing in recent performances. It will be a true test of Fury's character and ability, but Oliver believes that if anyone can rise to the occasion and reclaim his status as the top heavyweight, it's Tyson Fury. According to Oliver, what makes the rematch so compelling is whether Fury can prove he still has what it takes to be the best. Additionally, former professional boxer Tony Bellew believes that despite the possibility of a surprise punch, Tyson Fury's sheer size makes him nearly unbeatable in the rematch.
20 stone and 6'9". I've told you what I'd do. I'd fucking invade Russia. But I'm not that big and I'm not that heavy. So, I don't know if I could ever lose if I was that big. I'm just going to be quite controversial. I would never lose if I was that big.
Bellew expresses his belief that Usyk will win again, and this time even more decisively. He explains that Usyk's strategy of fighting on the back foot will pose a significant challenge for Fury. Bellew highlights that in their previous encounter, Usyk, despite being smaller, managed to walk Fury down and impose his will. This time, Usyk is expected to play to his strengths, utilizing his back foot style, which Bellew describes as a nightmare for Fury. Bellew stresses that defeating Usyk isn't easy. It requires a combination of sharpshooting, countering, and maintaining a high level of boxing skill throughout all 12 rounds. He candidly shares his own experience of fighting Usyk, admitting that he grew tired after just 6 or 7 rounds, which underscores the difficulty of keeping pace with Usyk's relentless style. Ultimately, Bellew believes that while there is a way to beat Usyk, it's a daunting task for any heavyweight, including Fury. Furthermore, boxing promoter Barry McGuigan expresses doubt that Fury will defeat Usyk in the rematch. He believes that Usyk has Fury's number and was lucky not to be stopped in their previous fight.
He's done very well as a heavyweight champion. He's been around a long time. You know, he served the sport well. He's earned a lot of money. Will he beat Usyk? Never, as far as I'm concerned. And I don't mean that in a nasty way. I'm just simply saying Usyk has his number. He was lucky to get through the fight.
Barry McGuigan shares his thoughts on Tyson Fury's chances in a rematch against Oleksandr Usyk. McGuigan expresses concern about Fury's ability to maintain the discipline needed to stay in top fighting condition. He points out that Fury's lifestyle, including moments of indulgence after fights, could be a factor that affects his performance in the ring. McGuigan is clear in his belief that Fury's previous performance against Usyk doesn't inspire confidence that he will do better in the rematch. He notes that Usyk, in contrast, is a dedicated athlete who trains consistently and remains in excellent shape. Usyk's ability to adapt and neutralize his opponent's strengths makes him a formidable challenge for anyone, including Fury. As McGuigan continues, he emphasizes that Usyk's disciplined approach and consistent training give him the upper hand. He predicts that Usyk will not only replicate his previous success against Fury, but will likely end the fight earlier this time, possibly stopping Fury between the midpoint of the fight and 9 rounds. McGuigan concludes that Fury may no longer have the durability or freshness required to overcome a fighter as skilled and prepared as Usyk. In addition, boxing analyst Peter Fury emphasizes that both Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk now understand each other's fighting styles after their first encounter.
21st of December. What do you expect to happen in that rematch between Tyson and Oleksandr Usyk?
Well, they both know each other now, don't they? They know each other's styles. So they both make adjustments, and hopefully we'll see.
Peter Fury shares his thoughts on the upcoming rematch between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk. He expresses his belief that this second fight has the potential to be even more thrilling than their first bout. Peter highlights the fact that both fighters, having already faced each other, will be better prepared and likely to make strategic changes. This anticipation of adjustments adds to the excitement, as fans can expect a more competitive and intense match. Peter concludes by noting that this rematch will be a major event to watch, rounding off what has already been an interesting year in boxing. Professional boxer Oleksandr Usyk addresses the potential knockout in the 9th round against Tyson Fury, where the referee's intervention might have prevented a decisive victory for him. While he dismisses any issue with the referee's decision, the basic speculation remains that it could have changed the fight's outcome.
Do good work, because it's tough sport, boxing, yeah? Last punch мог бы быть, could be last, because we're big guy. Like Tyson Fury big, I'm not big. Like say Tyson, White Rabbit. Okay, no problem. But no problem, no question for referee. Everything okay. We win. My team, Usyk, fight, we win. Thank you God. No problem.
Usyk reflects on the intense challenge of facing Tyson Fury, acknowledging that the fight was far from easy. He openly admits that it was a tough battle, emphasizing the immense difficulty he encountered in the ring. However, rather than focusing on the struggle, Usyk turns the conversation toward a deeper respect for his opponent. He praises Fury as a remarkable and strong competitor, recognizing the level of skill and strength required to reach such heights in the sport. Usyk's humility shines through as he expresses admiration for Fury, indicating that despite the fierce competition, he holds no ill will. This moment highlights Usyk's sportsmanship and respect for the art of boxing, where every bout is not just a contest, but an opportunity to appreciate the skill and dedication of both fighters. Usyk admits the fight was tough, but it was the challenge that drove him to victory. He pushed through, knowing persistence was key to winning.
Punches to your 407. You call him Greedy Belly, but were you surprised by his output on the night, that he was able to throw so many?
Ні, взагалі не здивований. Це неймовірний боксер. Це дуже сильний опонент. Послухайте, до такого рівня не доходять профани. Він неймовірно сильний опонент. І у мене тільки повага до нього.
Usyk explains that he always prepares for the most difficult scenario, pushing himself to expect the hardest fight imaginable. This approach, he believes, is essential because success doesn't come from taking the easy route. By setting his sights on the toughest possible challenge, Usyk ensures that he's ready for whatever comes his way in the ring. Furthermore, Oleksandr Usyk reflects on the deeper meaning behind rematches, emphasizing that they are far more than just another fight. For Usyk, rematches are a way to honor the journey he's been on and the challenges he's faced along the way. He expresses that each rematch is a testament to the respect he has for his opponents and the sport itself. Usyk sees these bouts as part of a broader legacy, where each fight contributes to his growth as a fighter and as a person. We want to hear from you. Head to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts on the recent event. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated with more content like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button.